Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's Camille here, and today is April 13th, and we are having a full moon in Venus. It's a pink moon in Venus. So I wanted to pull a couple of cards, talk a little bit about what this moon is about, and how we can best use this energy today in order to create some things and some changes and embrace and move towards some things that we want to manifest and use this beautiful energy for. Um, I have a couple of decks here that I'm going to pull from. I have an incense going to do a little cleansing. Yeah, come on over. I had a wonderful experience with some women yesterday. It was an amazing group. It's sometimes they're just those people where it's like this is the army I signed up for. This is why this is yeah, the experience that makes me just adore and feel so privileged to do what I do. And so I have a deck that I brought there for the readings then, and I'm going to do have the incense going. I'm going to move it momentarily. Quite honestly, this is take two. I had just started the video and had to stop it. My mailman, I have a really, really nice one who came by and he knocked on the door. So I had to go grab a couple of things that came in. So let's talk. It is the Venusian moon, and Venus also just went direct after having been retrograde. So, just to catch anybody up who's not aware of what full moons are the moon. It grows larger and larger and larger, and then finally, as she's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, it's this beautiful. Yeah, come sit in your chair. It's this. Come sit in your chair. Come on, come sit in your chair. You want to sit in my lap, and I would prefer you sit in your chair. Um, as the moon's getting bigger and bigger, and the full moon that we experience is this gorgeous, beautiful sphere that now it's going to start getting smaller. So it's about the giving birth. It's the full culmination of the energies of the lunar body, and then the full release and giving birth to whatever. So especially since the moon is going, I mean, since Venus has been retrograde and now she's going direct, I feel like it's really like, okay, now we've revamped, we've revisited some concepts and some ideas. Now, how do we pivot and shift and now use that energy or that information or that wisdom we've gained to move forward? And when we think about what Venus is about, it's very, very femme energy. It's about beauty. It's about embracing um, the aspects of the divine feminine, the feminine within us, unapologetically. So even though it is a pink moon, and I was going to utilize that energy and embrace wearing lots of pink today, but I was just feeling my blues. And so, that right off the bat is something that we could discuss of what is beauty to you. I've been really delving into learning philosophy, exploring philosophy and philosophical concepts, particularly with, you gotta sit next to me. I'm wearing a lot of cat drool now. Cat blessings. Um, Sartre and Albert Sartre. And I am going to force myself not to go down that rabbit hole, but essentially understanding what existentialism really means, and it does not have to mean crisis mode. It means you ascribe a meaning to whatever experience, thing, situation, item, emotion, whatever. It's our own individual meaning that we associate or connect something with or put on something. And so for, what does beauty mean to you? What does feminine mean to you? And how do you express that? So I'm more at home in, of course, lots of black, and I was going to force myself to wear brighter colors, and it's like, no, 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 no. What does beauty mean to me, and how do I express it? How do I um, embody it so that it is the concept, but filtered through me and my energy for my own authenticity? So, what does beauty mean to you? What does love mean to you? Venus, the goddess of beauty and love. So, what does love mean to you? And how do we explore those concepts without getting caught up in who you love or who you loved and what you love and why you love it? And just if you just look at the words themselves, beauty, it's in the eye of the beholder. What is beautiful to you? What about yourself? What about the world around you? Where can we, with intention, especially in a time where there's so much ugliness, how can we pivot and look now toward what is beautiful? What is beautiful around us? How do we create more beauty in our own personal lives, in our own experience, in our own self expression, in our friendships, in our relationships? But just break it back down to beauty. What does that mean? Love. What does that mean? And again, not getting caught up in, is it, or maybe with intention, getting caught up in, but at least to start off, not getting caught up in who you loved, or did you love them, or did they love you, or what happened to that love? Is it lost love? Is it just the concept of love and of itself, of what love, and just kind of playing with that word and just sitting with it, and what does it make you feel? What does that then create, to bring it in, to keep it back in with beautiful feminine energy? What emotions does it evoke? What does it create? And how can you let that flow after sitting with it, and let it flow through your own consciousness or through your own experience? Mm. It is a beautiful spring day here. I'm going to force myself to go out. Housefrau. I'm going to force myself to get outside and get some sunshine. The weather is perfect here. So I'm having like room temperature cup of tea over there. But I did light an incense, and I'm going to cleanse the decks now with that. It's a local guy, and um, it's called St. Philip, I think it is. Let's see, what is it? I think I've shown this on to you guys before. Philip on St. Philip. So I guess his name is Philip, and he's on St. Philip Street in the quarter. And hand dipped incense by him. Oops. And this one is called Persian Tea. And I like, he has some really pretty, really unique blends. And I have several spirits that this blend really kind of matches them in their energy, and so they quite like it. So just want to cleanse this. I had a wonderful experience reading with some phenomenal women yesterday. And I just need to cleanse this right quick. So sometimes necessity is the mother of invention. Gotta do what we gotta. She's so posh. She's so fancy. Okay. So this deck is the Tinseltown Tarot. And I need to do a, I haven't done a walkthrough of this deck. It is such a fun, playful, sweet deck, but still very powerful readings. And here's her pretty little Harlequin. It's very mid-century 50s Hollywood glam. Yeah, very, very SoCal vibes. And it's very, again, it's a very feminine deck. And there's a lot of Venusian energy associated with it. So I pulled that one out, and I'm going to be brave, and I am going to, because I have not studied this deck. I did it. I'm pretty sure I posted it. Dis-moi que tu mes amis. Sure, I'm butchering that pronunciation. I ordered this deck and was so excited, and I was like, oh, it's French, it'll be fine. Like, no, it really won't, because this amazing looking guidebook that's in here is all in French and I can't read it. So I have not worked with this deck, so I'm figuring we're going to be brave because this deck is beautiful. So I'm really not familiar with it, but I'm going to do a little cleansing on it right now. Because it is such a beautiful Venusian, lusty. Oh my God, this deck is very luxurious, rococo. As I said, necessity is the mother of invention. So I don't have enough hands. We're doing what we got to do. If you have ever been to an actual voodoo ceremony or voodoo party that's a Haitian fete, oh, you see all the pageantry and all of the beauty and the time and the love and the care of all the food that's been prepared and laid out, and the gorgeous um, tables that are laid, and you see all these beautiful things. Haitian voodoo will teach you what do you have in order to get things done as effectively and as efficiently as possible. And it is not very pretty when you're preparing for a party, let me assure you. Forgive me, guys, my allergies. I mean, it's spring, so my allergies are allergying. So I did pull one card specifically, and that is from the Sistine Tarot. I will leave links for the decks that are available. The two decks that I mentioned are the Sistine, unfortunately, is not, but Rose Bay has several other decks, so you can check out other decks from the creator, the creatrix. So I pulled this out with intention from the Sistine Tarot because it is literally the moon in Libra is the astrological correspondence of this deck. And she has such a beautiful depiction. Well, Rose Bay. But I love this depiction of this Venusian energy. And as I'm even holding it up and looking at it, I'm looking at my own fingernails, which is, I do not prefer pastels. Underscore italics highlight. But for some reason, when I went and got my nails done, I was called to do this very interesting, very, very salmony pink. I do like pink. This is not my jam. But the opposition, of course, I had to throw in the black in there. And of course, the style of I changed up and went dagger, which I think is interesting. We have the beautiful rose here and the dagger as opposed to the normal Two of Swords. And I think it is a nod to the Venus as opposed to the Libra, which is air sign energy. And this woman who sat here trying to make a decision, or this individual who's cloaked. And so to me, this is just a nod to that, this card meaning so much about logic over emotion, beauty over utilitarian, um, thought as opposed to feeling. But where is there a cross point where they can meet in the middle and one is not better or worse than the other, and making choices and decisions, but needing for us to sit in order to contemplate, do we need more of one than the other? But how can we meet in that beautiful little crossroads there of both? And so, what choices and decisions do we need to make, either because they're presenting themselves to us, or what choices and decisions do we just feel an innate wisdom that we need to sit and pause in order to kind of hear, are we of two minds about something? Is there, choice A or choice B? And how can we blend desire with practicality? Or what choice do we need to give um, more attention to or more focus to at this time? And does it mean that the other option has to be completely thrown away or negated? Or is it maybe it's just not the time now? So, with this pink moon in Venus, it is so much of, hold on, guys, I'm looking, this has already gotten pretty lengthy. Ooh, and I am supposed to be leaving the house soon. So, with this Venus full moon, what do we need to release? What things do we need to release and let go of at this time? What energies or situations or aspects do we need to release or let go of at this time? What say you, Tinseltown? Eight of Wands. And this is such a cool version of the Eight of Wands. Thinking that we can't overcome our obstacles, being so stuck in indecision or fear of making a choice that it's preventing us from actually taking any action. But conversely, did we sit for a moment in order to do all the things that we just discussed with this energy that of this card that can be beneficial? But now, where can we give ourselves the ability to move forward? And I think it's really interesting, as Venus is going direct. Here is this card, Eight of Wands, all about let's go, roll out, get moving, direct that energy. Don't be distracted. Don't be so paralyzed with indecision and fear that it prevents any kind of movement. What do we need to take with us? What needs to be left behind? So it's releasing fear of making the wrong choice. It's releasing fear of inability to rise above obstacles. It's, I think, also with this really cool card, I mean, over the Hollywood sign in the Hollywood Hills, it's releasing expectations of how others see us that can prevent us from being able to make, but what do I want? What do I think? As opposed to, but how will it look to everyone else? How am I getting so caught up in how it will look to everyone else that it's preventing me to feel comfortable or confident in going beyond our limitations? Like right now, I am hearing, I want to sing it. God, I want to sing it, but I'm not going to do that to you. Defying gravity, releasing the inertia that's been pulling us backward with this reverse Venus in reverse. And now it's saying, let's go direct, go west. Maybe that's literally go west. And any additional insight from the Dis-moi que tu m'aimes? What is this beautiful, gorgeous future anticipation preparation? So it's really just confirming. Look at this gorgeous. Try to get away from the ring light and hide so that the focus is on this beautiful card. I love this. Pop these on for a second, guys. yeah, releasing the fears that we may have and using anticipation, because I feel like anticipation is kind of a different aspect of stress overwhelm, because that eight of wands can be very frenetic, very stressful, so many things going on, but can we direct them and direct that energy toward what we want, confident in the choices that we've made, that we've gotten the best information that we can, and to move forward with, again, it has future anticipation and preparation. And so she's just sitting there, very Venusian, very beautiful, almost very much kind of like um, Botticelli's Venus de Milo, even the way her head is, pivoted and tilted to the side, and her hair blowing and flowing. Very Venusian. All of the grapes and the wonder of holding on to the bounty, and that knowing that the preparations that we've made can give us a sense of grounding, because Venus in tarot comes back also to our wonderful Empress card of creation and giving birth, but that Taurus energy. Spoil ourselves in the ways that are appropriate. And part of spoiling ourselves is embracing the bounty that has come now, or that stands to come, if we release the indecision or the fear of making the wrong decision, knowing that we have prepared as much as we possibly can, and that there's always an opportunity to pivot and make new choices based on new information or new desires that unfold. So, oh, look at this beautiful. Look at that. So pretty. So pretty. So happy pink full moon in Venus to all of you in our beautiful community. And let me know what you think down in the comments. If you made it to the end, leave a either Libra scales or pink heart emoji. Because Libra, we have choice. Are we going to use more of a practical utilitarian tool of the scales? Or are we going to leave the beautiful pink Venusian love heart? Or do you want to leave both? Because maybe you're choosing, yes, both. Maybe I don't want to have to choose either or. And on that note, look at the time. I will catch you guys in the next video. Happy, blessed, beautiful full moon energy to all of you. And I appreciate you so much. I'm making a decision that I might revisit and recontemplate, rethink. But I am going to start saying at the end, very gently, if you guys would like, comment, subscribe, because the algorithm, monster is there. So tell a friend, tell 10. Yeah, please do all the things and stuff so the channel will grow. We are at 106. I keep saying this 106, 107. Somebody's like, I like her. And then they're like, I don't. I want to be a part of this. Like, oh my God, she's on my nerves. So I love this 106, 107 thing that's happening back and forth. But I would love for us to get to 200. So have a wonderful, wonderful full moon in Venus, and I will catch you all in the next video.